Azerbaijan, a central stop on the old Silk Route. And here in Baku, these once well-worn cargo routes are being restored and repaved, opening up overland trade routes from Beijing to Brussels.
The road to development begins with the development of roads. So clearly it's a very crucial element of allowing the flow of goods between people so that markets can function.
And markets like this have existed for centuries. Centres for trade, packed full of basic goods for sale. Business thrives thanks to the seamless transportation of goods from A to B. This newly tarmacked road is a great example of how Azerbaijan is spending heavily on its transport infrastructure. Now, it's all part of a huge investment programme into a corridor that stretches from Europe to Asia through the Caucasus here in Baku. The project, well, is to reopen the old traditional Silk Route. The ancient Silkway is a network of trade routes which have existed for thousands of years, stretching from east to west, bringing economic gain to the towns and cities in its path.
So it was some kind of hub which connected the whole world. In the second part of the 6th century, Sassanid rulers of Iran, they closed one of the Silk Roads because they didn't want to allow the goods go through the Iran to the Byzantium. That's why, by then, it became a very important route.
Today, the region is focused on the Traseka project, a transport corridor of Europe, the Caucasus and Asia.
Azerbaijan is located in the very center of the Traseka project, and it's a gateway to both Europe and Asia.
From Baku to Georgia, from Russia to Iran, repaving works are crisscrossing the country of Azerbaijan, partly funded by the World Bank and by the European Union, which is looking to boost trade with this region. Just 3 hours' drive outside of Baku and work is underway. This is the Sahil to Tagiev highway. When finished, it'll connect 2 major arterial routes.
This road, before the construction, was in a very poor condition. Now, with the reconstruction, we expect that it will have enormous impact on connections of the China and Russia and Iran and so on.
I like to work. It's a nice thing. Creating a masterpiece is a nice feeling. We make it, and we just leave it behind.
Another few hours down the road is Kurdamir, a busy truck stop.
34 years I've been on these roads. Russia, Europe, Italy, I've seen it all. I carry electrical raw materials, wires, cables and so on. I spend most of my life in this truck.
These truckers carry their cargo for thousands of miles. The port of Baku is where many of the truckers receive their goods, and then they'll make their onward journey, as long as their tyres are fixed. Of course, this chap sorting his tyre out. Hassan, my friend, is one of these truckers. Hassan, what are you picking up?
We're picking up construction materials, wood, sand, pebbles.
There's been a huge growth in cargo transportation since the launch of the Traseka program. In 1995, only 335,000 tons of cargo were delivered to Europe via Azerbaijan. This grew to 85 million tons in 2010.
The repaving and restoration of the Silk Route is essential, as local governments come to the same realisation as their ancestors: the value of good transport links between East and West.